public transport in the United Kingdom is a bit of a bugbear for many people. Because many people are dependent on it. It's the only way they can get into work. And the cost keeps rising. And the quality and the standard and reliability is diminishing fast. Now, the HS2 keeps having cuts. They need to save money. Delays. In fact, it's not going as far as it once was. No. Unfortunately for the North, that is. But in Germany, they're doing whatever they can to make public transport more accessible. Because public transport really is the key to going carbon neutral. Try and meet our targets. Well, in Germany, they brought out a new scheme. It's called the Deutschland-Ticket. Quite good, really, isn't it? The D-ticket. But what is it? What is this Deutschland-Ticket? And it is going to be available from the 1st of May this year. Now, it's quite an interesting topic, really, in many ways, because it kind of just shows the chalk and cheese, what's going on in Germany. The country has taken in the most refugees, and yet they've got some of the best infrastructure. I wonder why. Well, we need to tackle climate change. And public transport is it's a no-brainer, really. Provided, obviously, you've got decent public transport. We have to wean people out of their cars and what have you onto methods of transport that don't damage the environment. Now, I know many of you will be travelling to work or going to pick the kids up, what have you. The only person sitting in that car and you're pumping fumes out everywhere. So there you are, you say you care about your kids. Now you're sitting out there with the engine on the heater running, what have you, and poisoning all the kids coming out of school. Lovely, haven't we? Yeah. So it'd be quite a good idea to make more use of public transport. But in Germany, this Deutschland-Ticket is actually not expensive. No. In fact, it's very cheap. Now, unlike the United Kingdom, if you want to go from A to B, it's flipping expensive. Just for 2 hours to get from Norwich to Stansted. Well, the cheapest you'd be about £35, which isn't too bad, but you could be paying 60, 70, 80 just for a relatively short trip. Now, if you want to get from London to Manchester, for instance, well, maybe you can tell me how much that is. Leave it in the comments down below. I can imagine that's flipping expensive. But in Germany, with this Deutschland-Ticket, we will get there in a minute. Yeah. It's, well, very cheap. I'll give you the price in a minute. But it will give you access to. It's going to give you access to the trains, such as all the trains, bar the ICE. And this is the ICE is a high-speed train network. It doesn't give you access for that. But what it does give you access for is it gives you access for the tram network. Okay, that's a 1970s tram. A bit more modern than that. Yeah, the tram network. But also the buses as well. In Germany. All for the princely sum of €49 a month. And it gets better than that. It does. Now, €49 a month to provide you with a form of transport to get to and from work. Well, that's cheap. That's really cheap. Especially how much it costs to put fuel in your car these days. And besides, if you're on a public transport, you can do something else. You could be on TikTok. Cables attached. You could be on TikTok. Or on YouTube Shorts watching me. Or whatever, I don't know. But, yeah, either way. It makes a lot of sense. €49, but like I say, it's better than that. So that's what they were paying per month from the 1st of May, if they want to do so. To buy one of these tickets. And that gives you access to the buses, the trams, and trains, except for that ICE, the high-speed train, throughout Germany. You could go on holiday in it. You could just go for a tour. I think it's brilliant. No, but I think it's brilliant. It's not just because of the fact that I was providing people with access to transport to get to and from work, but because it stimulates the economy. more people move around the country in an environmental method of transport, the more you're going to buy, coffees in the coffee shops and buy pizza, or I don't know, in Germany, what would you get? It would be, I don't know, sausage or something. Stockpot, I don't know. What's the national dish in Germany? I should know this, shouldn't I? But yeah, anyway. So it makes a lot of sense. It stimulates the economy. So it's a no-brainer, really. But what do we do in the United Kingdom? We do everything that hamstrings the economy, such as Brexit. Now remember the amount of flipping, they've had millions of refugees. And their economy is growing, and ours is stagnated. In fact, we've got no growth. We're doing worse than Russia. So, but yes, like I said, it gets better than that. So as a bonus, employers can actually pay a share of at least 25% of the price of the ticket, the so-called job ticket. Yeah. Which will then mean that the transport companies will reduce the price by an additional 5%. Now, many of these companies, they're offering to pay more than the 25%, apparently, but with a minimum contribution of the 25%. Well, the ticket then only costs around 34 euros per month for the ticket holder. How about that? I'm going to move to Germany. Actually, it's not too bad here, to be fair. And besides, yeah, I like it here. In France. Yeah, not in the UK. No, keep me away from there. No, they don't want me there anyway. Because I'm not a Brexiter, you see. So anyway, what do you think? Because I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. And this is what you call foresight. Unlike the UK government, it's more like a foreskin. Yeah. All limp and useless on the end. Pointless. Now, what is it for? I don't really know. You tell me. Leave it in the comments. Don't do that. Leave it in the comments down below. Anyway, you're small and child and you probably don't know. Please boot the whole like button. And maybe subscribe to the little bell icon, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video, and I hope you'll be excited about that. Oh, okay. Well, brilliant. Anyway, well done, Germany. And well done the fact that your exports are up by 4% GDP. Or no, exports up by 4%. I can't remember now. Oh my God, I lose my mind. Oh well, it's time to go then, isn't it? Ta-ta.